Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to well, not welcome back, but welcome to a new thing I want to do, or I chose to do. Before we get started, I'm just gonna go ahead and give an apology right here and now that this is gonna be a pretty long intro, so skip to whatever point the actual video starts, because this is gonna take some time to explain. So if you guys remember, if you've seen my recent ZK Adventure episode, I mentioned something about having a webcam or a facecam present in my video recordings when I want to play CC now, and I couldn't figure out a way to do it. Well, guess what? I figured out a way to do it. Hi there. This is a pretty cheap way to do it, I will admit, because I don't want to spend any money. And by the way, this is my Flareon sweater that I got for Christmas by a good friend of mine from work. Shout outs to him. I'm not going to give his name away, but I wanted to showcase this sweater for my first time recording my face cam stuff. But I'm taking this off because it's hot in this room. What was I saying now? Oh, I figured out a way I can do this cheaply. So I have this my webcam and the game window right here opened up. Well, not separately. The gameplay window is the only one up. However, I have this all opened up in XSplit, which is what I usually use whenever I stream, which is really, really rare. I only stream when I get super inspired, but I haven't been that way in quite some time. So I have the webcam opened up right here, like right here somewhere, and the gameplay everywhere else. So it's open up in the XSplit program, but because I'm not paying for this program, I can't actually do a recording with the program itself. So as cheap as I am, which I'm not that cheap honestly, but I don't want to pay for something I don't really use, I won't use that much. I have HyperCam 2 recording the actual XSplit window of the gameplay in my webcam. So, which is pretty good, honestly. I can see how the recording is and how I react myself. So, which is what the face cam is for. I want to give my thoughts and like show my face reactions to certain things whenever I record stuff from now on in Chip's Challenge. Might do this in other gameplay videos as well, but I don't know yet. I wanted to try this out for this. I might do this for ZK Adventure as well. It depends on how you guys like it or not. I really want to get some feedback on this, so please provide some for me if this interests you. I hope it does, because no other CC LPer has done this before. At least not to my knowledge. I just want to try something different because seriously, I mean, the way I've been recording has been kind of bland. I mean, I'm willing to admit that. Everyone else probably knows that. So, this is how I'm going to start recording stuff from now on. At least with this set. If you guys like it, I'll do it with ZK Adventure and whatever other CC stuff I do in the future, if I can continue LPing. I still don't know the future with that. It's most likely not going to change. It might just be a little bit more scarce or whatever, but I don't know. We'll see just play it by ear, I guess. So now for what I'm doing, what exactly am I going to be doing here? Well, if you can't see the title, which you probably already have, that's probably what interests you, or you saw my webcam in the thumbnail, what I've decided to do is I gave this some thought, and recent inspiration, because Jeffrey has done so with Ultimate Chip and now doing with Ultimate Chip 4, I wanted to do it with one of my sets. Not to mention that a lot of my level sets have been LP'd by various other people. Perhaps every other CC LPer out there that's part of the community. Trevor has done JoshL2. JB has done JoshL4 and 5. Jeffrey has done my CCLP4 submissions. Both Chipster and Rockdet have done JCCLP. Well, Rockdet briefly did it, but Chipster did it himself. And to a certain extent, Zane also did JoshL3, but was only one episode and never saw the light of day, which is fine because JoshL3 is absolute crap. So what I've decided to do is I am going to LP one of my own sets myself because I want to. But what set, you ask? Well, for a while I was debating on doing JoshL6, but it's too recent in my level design career with Chips Challenge 1. And honestly, I have a feeling someone's going to do it at some point. I mean, technically Michael Sugartino did it for a while, but he gave up on it, which is good because it got updated. But I decided to do JoshL2 as well. And this is the reason why. JoshL1, I can't really give any thorough thoughts about JoshL1. A lot of the levels in JoshL1 are just either sequels to Chips Challenge 1 levels, or are just really short levels. I just design just to design. This was the set that I just did whatever the hell I wanted, and whatever level I made, I called it a good level. Clearly that didn't settle. I am not going to do JoshL3 because honestly, this set is probably worse than JoshL1 in my opinion, because at least JoshL1 had some kind of design standard. I think JoshL3 really didn't. It kind of fell into the trap of CCLP 2-ish type stuff, just without the invalid tile. Sorry. 4 and 5, like I said, have been done by JB, so me doing those wouldn't really be anything new. I mean, JoshL4 I could technically do an LP of, because it's not new, but it's not old either. But I'm not going to be doing that, and JoshL5 is just out of the question. So I've decided to do JoshL2 because it's old enough to where I haven't really seen this set in a long time, but the quality of it is the best out of the first three, hands down. Definitely where I hit my design standard, or not my design standard, but my design. Like I got a really big boost in my design career because of this set. So I want to LP this, not LP it, but it's kind of like a review type thing. I don't know, whatever Jeffrey's doing with Ultimate Chip 4 is what I'm going to be doing with JoshL2. So I haven't seen this set in years. I haven't looked in the editor at any of the levels, aside from getting like a wall configuration from one of them or something like that to use for a newer level of mine. Other than that, I haven't touched a set in a long time. I did solve every level, obviously, in the past, but I never played them again. Clearly, the tile world window is new. There's no level solved. So this is a brand new TWS file for this. But all levels in this set are solvable. Trevor has LP JoshL2 a long time ago, which honestly was my window of opportunity to jump into the community, which I probably would have been a part of it eventually, but that was my chance, and I grabbed hold of it. So the first level here is called History in Action. The overall goal with JoshL2 was make something better than the first set, which was originally titled just JoshL.dat, later renamed to L1 because just to keep the L number tradition, I guess. But the overall goal with JoshL2 was to build Lynx-compatible levels, because JoshL1 didn't do that. So this first level, I think I designed to be like an everything type level, but in like some kind of simplicity form, not really. There's definitely some unique levels in JoshL2. Some of them made it into CCLP1. I don't think any made it to LP4. But anything can be done in any order, I believe. I don't remember. I mean, certain rooms have to be tackled on. And this weird Sokoban thing, oh god, this is weird. What was I doing with this room? Okay. So the ice path right here. This is the set that was inspired, not inspired by, but after I played CCLP3, this is what inspired me to make JoshL2. Because I had just got done playing CCLP3 and I thought, oh my god, you know, Chip's Challenge is still alive. I want to make another set for it. This is how JoshL2 came to be. And I believe every level I designed is in the order I designed them. So the difficulty curve is kind of wacky, I guess is the word I want to use. I don't have a yellow key. The yellow key's up there, though. I mean, this level's okay. I mean, it's not the best level. I think the revised version that Tyler did in our ordinary.dat collab set, that's definitely a better version of this level, but this is the true original. And I think at some point when I placed it in some set or something, I made the block that was right here a hot block. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, in this really weird obligatory blob section with all these dumb thin walls. Oh god, east and west, north thin walls. I'm so glad I don't use those in my new designs. They're so ugly in this tile set. Okay, what do I do here? I think I later made an edit to that section as well too, where you have to do a partial post. And then this part is just a big open room that doesn't need to be this big, but alright, get that chip, lose the boot. What am I missing? I think I'm missing the very bottom of the level. But the 2 by something thin wall, blue wall type area, and in a really weird teeth section. Yeah, that's history in action, everybody. Very fitting level title for this thing. So yeah, that was level 1 of the set. A very strange level 1 in the words of, I think I think a lot of people have said that about the first level of this set. It's a very weird level 1 choice. But like I said, that's the very first level I designed for this set, and the way the levels are assembled in this set is the order I designed them in. I think I made one adjustment towards the very, very end where I swapped the last level with the level 144 with each other, but that was it. Alright, the beach is the next level. This level is just a bunch, it's basically Castle Moat. I don't know why I designed this, but there's hidden flippers somewhere. I think they're on this side of the level, if I remember right. Yeah, there they are. Okay, cool. Yeah, JoshL2 was a set I designed, I think 2000. Yeah, it had to be 2011 because CCLP 3 came out in late 2010. And if you don't find the flippers, you have the block cloner to work with. So, but it's not necessary whatsoever. Yeah, that's level 2. Level 3 is even stupider. It's called Teethophobia, and there's no challenge to this at all. Absolutely pointless level. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I remember what it was, actually. So when I designed JoshL1, I had this basis of every level that I designed, because I was really fond of the music. I still am fond of the music of the MSCC from the original Windows computers, with the Canyon MIDI or whatever, the chip 1, chip 2 MIDIs. And every level had played specific theme. Like every third level played its theme. Like the first level, lesson 1 played chip 2, level 2 played canyon, etc., etc. Well, level 3 played my least favorite one, and I think that's why I made level 3 short, because I didn't like the music that played on every third level. So I made the third level as short as possible to not listen to the music. It's a stupid childish mindset to have. I don't know why I did that, because I couldn't even play. Actually, no, that was one of the songs. The one that wouldn't play was Canyon, which was my favorite. But I think that's why I made this level short. But that's the only short level in the first part of the set, I believe. I don't remember though. Caution Zone is level 4 though. So yeah, JoshL2 was designed in 2011 to 2012. I think most of it was designed in 2011 though, so 7 years ago. Pretty old set. A lot of people, whenever someone came into the community or something, they would almost always recommend this set to play. And nowadays, this set's just kind of it has its good levels, but most of them don't appear to like the middle of the set or the end of the set. Like there's some pretty good ones in the beginning, but most of them suffer from being too linear. I think this is one level that suffers from being too linear. That being said, I do like it. Okay, I don't remember what to do here. Oh, it's just a little Sokoban. Okay. So yeah, the set was mostly designed 7 years ago, and Trevor, like I said, Trevor LP'd this by chance, and I don't know, like, as I said at the very start of the video, JoshL2 is definitely the one I prefer out of the original 3, or as I used to call it, the JoshL trilogy, when I only had 3 JoshL sets, but now it's like 7 of them, plus 2 best of sets. I actually like that block pushing section, not gonna lie. It's original, which is a huge plus. There's a lot of, that's one thing about this set that it's really good at. There is quite a bit of original ideas with this set, and this was designed at a time when I never used walls of templates. Like, I feel like nowadays I use wall templates a little too much, and I can admit to that, but walls of levels are a lot of fun to design with. I mean, they really are. But every level here has an original wall template. Every level has an original, not original idea, but I can't say there's too many rip-offs in this set. I don't remember though, and this tank section's kind of weird. Okay, I actually have to press the button. Okay, yeah, it's by 2s or 3s, yeah. So this, gotta wait for it. Yeah, it's levels like these that I designed a lot of large levels for this set. And, ooh, that was way too close. This is a really strange tank pattern though. It's not random by any means, it's just weird. Like, I think the thing this set suffers from the most, it tries too hard to be difficult. Like, there's some levels in this set that are just like, what is this? Oh, this part's pretty cool. Try to trap that guy. Alright, there we go. Was I nice enough to let you go around? Yes, I was. I even include thin walls here. Yeah, this is definitely a really weird part of the level too. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I think that will be the key word with this set, LP. Is I don't know. There's a couple levels in this set that I know of that I'm just gonna be like, why did I design this? We already had one with Teethophobia, so that was Caution Zone. I kind of like that level. I think it suffers from being linear, but I don't know. It has some fun bits to it. Ooh, desert flowers. This is one of my favorites of this set. It's this big open level with these forest floors guarding chips that kind of resemble flowers if you look at it in the editor. That's another thing. JoshL2 doesn't really have a whole lot of aesthetic pleasing levels either. I didn't have my aesthetic hype until like JoshL4, I think. Which is another reason why this set is perfect to showcase my design thoughts and history of, because a lot of the ways I design now didn't occur with this set at all. I could have done it with JoshL3 too, but I mean, the levels in that set just aren't that fun to play. Yeah, this is a nice big open level that I'm missing a chip on for some reason. How did I miss that? I walked right past it. That was Desert Flowers. Good level. Gravel Castle. Go through rooms of this castle to reach the entrance to the storage area. Another thing that didn't occur with this set is secret hints, because, well, they weren't really demanded for back in this time frame. And a joyride section, something I kind of dislike now. So there might be a couple joyride levels in this set, because I used to like the concept a lot. Now not so much. So as this level suggests with the title, this is the original Gravel Castle. There's the CCL before level titled In the Walls of Gravel Castle. That was meant to be a sort of sequel / reference to this level. This level's, it's small. I mean, it's not a huge level. See, a good example, if I designed this nowadays, all these teeth would be on top of gravel, but I didn't do that. Now here's the storage room, apparently. Like, this is a very original set, which is I'm pretty proud of the originality factor of this, because this doesn't fall into the I think I have a problem with design nowadays because I think I try too hard now, but maybe that's just me. A simple game of Pong. Another thing, I don't design melee levels that much no more. This is what this level is. It forces you to enter this room of pink balls that you have to dodge for a certain amount of time. I think the time is like 40 seconds. But you can just stand right here and just dodge a couple of them. And I pressed down, but it didn't go down. So this big old open room with nothing but a bunch of ball dodging. Yeah, I think the time the thing opens is like 106. 107, 106, something like that. Alright, I need to really pay attention to this. Seems like the time is going slower when I'm dodging monsters. Oh. Yeah, it's... I don't think this is a simple level by any means, because even though you can stand in a pretty small area, like, you still have to dodge. I don't think there's any safe spots in this level that I know of. Oh, I made that same mistake. Damn. I've never been a fan of ball dodging levels, so I can't say I like this level that much. Though, at least I designed a melee level. I don't design them that often anymore. Oh, really? It bounced off the ball. That's what I mean. Like, it's... In theory, none of this is random, but in practice it is. It's weird. And my phone just lit up. Oh. What the heck? Oh, one of my friends from work is calling me. Just ignore that. If it can be heard. So I really need to study these because I keep falling for that. Yeah, I'm not into ball dodging levels anymore. I think that's why I don't dodge them. That being said, though, I do have a ball dodging level in JoshL2 right now. That might even be harder than this. Yeah, I've solved that level like 6 times. Oh, then he calls, or then he texts me now. Whoa. My biggest fear is that that thing's going to open and then I'm going to hesitate to go there. Okay, come on, open up. Ah, it was almost there. No. Oh my god. Simple game of Pong. I think I named it that way just because it's not simple. Just to make fun of the fact that it's not simple. Sometimes I still do that. Give levels titles when they're like such titles when they don't necessarily mean what the title says. I think I have another level in this set. I think it's coming up. Like, it's like in the 20s or something. I think it's coming up. That also references being simple, but it's not simple by not that simple. Alright, come on. At least I'm getting better at this, sort of. So they're going to be coming up. There we go. It was 107. I thought it was 106, but it's 107. Oh man, ball dodging levels are not my thing. They aren't. Locker rooms. I could name this Walker Rooms, but nope, I didn't go for the pun, apparently. Oh. I guess this is another dodging level. Except there's some randomness. See, I wouldn't design something like this nowadays. Like, it's a shame, but I really only design for myself now, honestly. Like, I wish I had the mindset back when I designed this again. But this was a time period where, you know, no one expected to solve levels on the first try. There was no set design criteria to be met. It was just a time where you design levels and you had fun with them. Oh, okay, at least, whoa. Calm down there. See that? Did all those walkers just die? This whole room emptied out. That's awesome. I don't think that's ever happened. A little bit of force floor sliding. And a random ending. See, I wish I can design stuff like this, because nowadays, designing something like that, I just can't do. I don't know why. It's just something in my head that's like, oh, that's bad design. Even though it really isn't. Alright, blockage blocks. So this is like an ultimate unlock block, or lock block level. Kind of tedious, but honestly, no one really felt this level was tedious. It really is, but it's, I don't know. I don't think it's tedious. So obviously there's some tricks you can do to get more blocks quicker, like that hot block, you can just get 2 out of that. However, I don't think you can blow that bomb up with the block, because I do remember you need every block in this level. And no, the blocks in here are not the only ones. I think there's at least 7 or 8 more out somewhere else. But yeah, the theme I had going for this one was every 3 blocks you get an item to get 3 more blocks. Like, I don't know. I've been told that with this set, I mean, at least with this set I've heard it. Maybe I've heard it with others too, but with this set, though, I've heard that I've been known for designing levels that basically solve themselves. Which is true. Nowadays, I don't really stick by that no more. I mean, I try to, but with this set at least, I never really tried to build levels that solve themselves, per se. I don't know. I'm gonna say this a lot, but I just adore how original I was when I designed this. When I was, what? How old was I? 19? 18, 19? When I designed this? I mean, yeah, this is tedious, but obviously I didn't care enough that it was tedious back then. Now it's like, oh, pushing 4 blocks in a row is tedious. It's just sad that, you know, to see that times have changed, even though it was only 7 years ago. A lot has changed in the Chips Challenge design world in 7 years. So yeah, if you can tell, those bombs are clearing out, because every time you press this red button, which you have to, because you have to keep bringing blocks down here, it unlocks that path eventually. Although I think you might have to press it a couple extra times. I don't remember. But there's no real limit. That can be pressed as many times as it wants to, because I think there's a water tile up there too that kills them if you clone too many. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the level design. It's kind of a shame that, you know, to see that design standards have changed. I mean, it's cool in some regard, but when it comes to stuff like this, when people just be like, oh, this is just tedious, I don't want to play this, it's just like, I don't know. I might be alone in that, but who knows. But I'm having fun with it though, because I mean, I'm slowly progressing towards my goal. Which with this corridor, I don't know where that goal is. I know the exit's up here. So next up is the suction moods, which clearly I couldn't have a suction or a force floor guard 3 blocks, because you can just get all 3 blocks regardless of the direction. Even a random force floor wouldn't have solved that. So clearly the suction boots need to be used somewhere else. But where? Alright, so, oh, by the way, hopefully the placement of where the webcam is at on the video isn't troublesome. It was actually quite difficult to find a proper placement, even though this is kind of like out of place. This was the best option I had, so you can see majority of the window, and that's how you get those 3 blocks out. So yeah, you have to get these 3 blocks. I think this is where it starts getting tedious. I can admit to that. But it's hard to say. I mean, I designed this, so. Yeah, playing this definitely brings back some good memories. Like, I still wouldn't call this a bad set. There might be some bad levels in this set, but overall the set's quality is pretty good. I don't know if anyone else can really say that. Oh god, he's calling me again. Maybe I should take the call real quick. Yeah, let me take this call real quick. Alright, sorry about that. I actually have to get going here after I beat this level. So anyway, I don't even remember what I was saying. That wasn't the friend that bought me the Flareon sweater, by the way. So yeah, I don't know how many people actually like this set. I mean, I didn't have a whole lot to go off of since this is only my second set I've designed. Where am I missing a chip? Oh, there's a chip up in that bomb corridor. Did I blow up all the bombs, or do I need a couple more? I think I do need a couple more. I need 4 more. So even with all the blocks you push up there, up to get that 1 chip, you're still 4 short. So I don't have this set upload on Pie Guy site. I used to, but I took it down too many times, because of how often I updated this set. I need both those opened. Or because of how often I updated this set, like with time limits and such, this it wouldn't have set right with that site. So I just said, oh, you know, I won't post it. I can't post it up under anything. I had like JoshL2.dat, JoshL2 final, or final JoshL2, and I've removed, or not removed, but I've hidden all those because they're all outdated versions of this. And it's like, well, I can't put it under JoshL2 since there's already a JoshL2 file name under that site. Pie Guy needs a remove set feature on his site. Except I don't really care to upload this set there. There are quite a few heavy block pushing levels in this set, I will say. But I think they're all spread out enough to where it won't be a big ol' snooze fest. But yeah, like this level here is, I think I've been on this for like at least 10 minutes, if not longer. And the way that part plays out in Lynx is actually pretty cool. It's not much different, but it's different enough. Yeah, 800 seconds was a pretty I mean, it's enough time, but it might be tight for some people. But yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy this thing. I don't know if I'll stick with it. I don't know how often I'll do it. I think I'll stick with the webcam for just this for now, unless people say, oh yeah, do it for ZK Adventure. But who knows. Take it like I'm streaming, except I'm not streaming. Alright, I think that's one block left I have. Ugh, man. Alright, get this last block. And move on. And that is blockage blocks, everyone. That being said, we're going to end it off right here. As much as I want to play a blue wall maze level, I'm going to end it off right here because I have to get going. But hopefully you guys will enjoy this. This is something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and since Jeffrey's doing Ultimate Chip 4 now himself, I want to do something similar with this set because I don't know. Even though Trevor LP'd this set, in which if you haven't seen that, I recommend watching it. It's pretty funny, especially one particular episode where it's just hilarious. But I don't know. I'd like to go back to this set and be like, wow, you know, I designed some pretty good stuff back then, or why did I design this back then, or wow, I'm glad I don't design like this no more. I want to have moments like that. I want to share those moments with you all. That's why I'm kind of showing my face with this. It might not be the best part or best way to show this type of recording style, but who knows. But hopefully you guys will enjoy this. I don't know how often I'll keep up with this sort of thing, but I'll keep up with it as best as I can. So until then, guys, thanks so much for watching. And since you can see my face, I'll wave bye-bye. And see you for episode 2, whenever that will come.